সরে যান প্লিজ। যারা টিকিট কেটে এসছে দর্শক, তারা দেখতে পাচ্ছে না।
মেসিকে নিয়ে যুব ভারতী ক্রীড়াঙ্গনে যেটা হলো সেটা দুর্ভাগ্যজনক, লজ্জাজনক এবং অত্যন্ত কুরুচিকর। কিছু লোকের হ্যাংলামির জন্য এরকম একটা লজ্জাজনক পরিস্থিতি কলকাতার উপর হলো।
সরকার ইতিমধ্যেই তদন্তের নির্দেশ দিয়েছেন, যতক্ষণ তদন্ত চলছে ততক্ষণ কোনো মন্তব্য করবে।
মেসিকে দিয়ে বলাবেন খেলা, এমন খেলা হয়েছে আজকে পিসি গাড়ি ঘুরিয়ে বাড়ি পালিয়ে গেছে।
বিজেপিকে আনুন, আমরা মেসিকে আনবো।
Hello everyone. Sometimes a city destroys its own pride with its own hands. Today, we want to talk about something that is not funny, not entertaining. It's painful, shameful, and necessary. Because what happened in Kolkata on December 13 wasn't just a failed event, it was a mirror, and we didn't like what we saw. Let's begin with the good. Messi in Hyderabad. Beautiful, spectacular. He stepped onto the turf, kicked a football so hard it nearly flew out of the stadium, and thousands cheered like the world was in harmony. The Chief Minister, Revanth Reddy, played with him briefly. Rodrigo too hit a ball to the crowd very hard. Rahul Gandhi shook hands with him. With them, everything looked so beautiful, picture perfect. Hyderabad did what Kolkata could not. Messi was in Mumbai, star-studded, celebrities, athletes, organized sequences, a celebration of football culture done right. Sachin Tendulkar, our very own god, next to Messi, two legends in one frame, the Indian flag in Messi's hand, the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis trying to be the host of the same private event that had its launch in Kolkata yet looked different. Then Delhi, beautiful again. Minus the fact that some of the spectators had shouted AQI, AQI, AQI to Chief Minister Rekha Gupta as she walked onto the field. Or for that matter, there was some booing happening when ICC chairman Jai Shah handed over Indian jersey to Messi, Soros and Rodrigo. Yet, they all looked beautiful. And these cities looked even more perfect only because of what happened before them. Because just days earlier, the world had watched Kolkata, the mecca of Indian football, fall apart. Kolkata isn't just a city, it's a football emotion. It's the land of Mohun Bagan versus East Bengal. It's Brazil flags at Durga Puja Pandal. It's Maradona, Pele, all finding a second home here. Messi has been to the city before as well. So Messi choosing Kolkata as his first stop of the GOAT India tour, that alone was a tell-all badge of honor. But 13th December, unlucky 13, lived up to its name. The night he landed, fans stood outside the hotel like they were witnessing some miracle. They did not sleep, they did not care about food, weather, work, nothing. All they wanted was one moment. At the hotel, Messi's management had to finally come out and request people to go back home, saying that Messi is tired, let him sleep. No one went there to harm him. All they wanted was one proper glimpse to tell their children or family, look, I saw Messi, we saw Messi, not on YouTube, not on TV, not on social media, in front of my eyes. That's all they wanted. That's exactly what they did not get.
Messi! 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 Messi!
or something. We need to understand.
So what did they get instead? They got a black turtle. The moment Messi walked into the stadium, the packed Salt Lake Stadium, nobody actually saw Messi. All they saw was a black turtle, a moving shell of VIPs, ministers, hangers-on, security, random important people, all circling Messi so tightly that from a distance it looked like a creature with thorns. People who paid 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, even 15,000 rupees, they get thenga. People who travel from districts, people who brought their children, all they saw was the back of someone's head blocking the view of world's greatest footballer. And in that moment, the energy shifted, the excitement cracked, and disappointment rushed in like water through a broken dam. Hold on now. Watch this picture carefully. That's Devendra Fadnavis's wife. Sorry ma'am. She was standing inches away from Messi, taking a selfie on the field. There were others too. Similarly, in Hyderabad, the Chief Minister's family took pictures with Messi. In Delhi, CM Rekha Gupta came with her family. The security tried moving the child away, then reconciled, probably after knowing that they are VIPs. Yes, it reeks of VIP culture. Fans could not get what they got. I mean, the VIPs got. Stand next to the star and take pictures. Yes, people did not react. Why? Because in those places, the event went well. It is a fact, if Messi is in front of you, everybody would want a selfie. People have also accepted that India runs on privilege. We vote standing in queues so that our leaders can drive home in fancy cars. We accept that power comes with perks. But even then, people expect that after standing in the line, they will at least get their moment. Compare that with Kolkata. Here too, VIPs went on a selfie spree. But here it crossed every limit. This is TMC Minister, Sports Minister Aurup Biswas, or should we call him former Sports Minister Aurup Biswas. He surrounded Messi like he owned him, like it was a government event. It wasn't. This was a private event happening in Kolkata where the Chief Minister and the dignitaries were invited. According to multiple sources, the minister went there with 17 cars filled with his own people. While spectators bought tickets and went to the stand, this minister walked into the stadium as the most unsolicited celebrity of the day. He brought government secretaries for photo opportunities, including IS Shantanu Basu. That he is, there he is. Please tell me, what business did he have there? The Chief Minister could not reach. Mamata Banerjee's vehicle had to make a U-turn because of a law and order situation. But this minister behaved as if this was his club Durga Puja.
প্লিজ একটু সরে যান প্লিজ যারা টিকিট কেটে এসেছে দর্শক তারা দেখতে পাচ্ছে না তারা তাদের হিরোকে দেখতে পাচ্ছে না প্লিজ প্লিজ একটু মাঠটা ফাঁকা করুন আপনাদের কাছে বিনীত অনুরোধ আপনারা প্রিভিলেজ
When the crowd grew impatient, the MC kept on pleading from the stage, move away, move away. People have come from far-flung places. They have been waiting. Please let them see Messi. But then, Aurup Biswas, like a typical school monitor who stands on the bench and dances with others, flouting discipline but acts smart when the teacher comes. He himself took the microphone and asked people to maintain order, to move away. I mean, he said no one apart from Messi's team should be here and that rest should all move out. But then he continued walking along with Messi. He kept clicking pictures. kept bringing more people. At one point, he even removed his ID card. The same ID card that others were forced to wear as part of the protocol for safety reasons. But suddenly, he remembered, he is the minister, he is VIP. That is VIP culture. We are born into it. We never challenge it. This time, people did. They booed him. They threw bottles at him after Messi left. Aurob বিশ্বাস has now offered to resign. In fact, his resignation has been accepted by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee from Sports Ministry alone, while he continues to hold the other portfolios. He has stated in his letter, since there is an inquiry going on, thus in the interest of the investigation, he has offered to step aside. Fair enough. Very good. Messi showed clear signs of irritation. 7 minutes into the walk, organizer Shatodru Datta was heard announcing that Messi would leave if the ground wasn't clear, which means Messi had already registered his objection, or shall we call it a protest. Yet, neither the event management company, nor the minister who turned it into a family affair, nor the people chasing breadcrumbs of proximity cared a bit. Oh yes, that orange t-shirt man, you see, that's Indranil Roy from Camellia Group, a company with no credible history of organizing any major event, was landed with this Messi event. The result? A clueless man strolling around like a sloppy bear, taking videos, blocking views, behaving like a tourist. His license should be cancelled. He should be probed. And we must ask, whose recommendation got him this job? A job he and others so badly messed up. Random people got close enough for selfies. It felt like a local body event, not an international sports appearance. Somebody pulling Messi like this, somebody pulling Rodrigo like this, somebody touching Soares. What's going on? Like it was a big bazaar clearance sale. Go get as much Messi as you can. But the sale was only for those on the field. Look at this. They are the General Secretary and the President of India's one of the most prestigious football clubs. That's General Secretary Srinjoy Bose and President Debashish Dotto of Mohun Bagan Club. They went to hand over the Mohun Bagan jersey to the legend, and they did. That's the moment of pride for the whole country. One jersey of Indian club that has been part of India's freedom movement going into the hands of Argentinian star. Of course, it's a matter of pride. Mohun Bagan players met Messi, shook hands with Messi, Rodrigo, Soares. What a beautiful view. But hold on. Minutes later, Srinjoy Bose wasn't happy. He took a pause and took some extra seconds to get Messi's autograph on his chest. Please ask why? The president, Debashish Dotto, jumped into the security cordon, literally pushed Messi's management, violated the cordon, and yet pounced on. Is that a civilized behavior by Srinjoy and Debashish? If you are a Mohun Bagan fan, you may be offended by my words. But if you are a fan of football, if you are a fan of Bengal, and if you are a fan of India, then you will be offended by this insensitive behavior of Srinjoy and Debashish. The fanaticism can be overwhelming for somebody who believes in the culture of physical space, and that's exactly what happened. Irritated with such crowd hovering around, blocking their scope to connect with the fans on the stadium stand, upset Messi and team. Several videos clearly show people falling over them, pulling Rodrigo, Soares by their hands for a selfie. We get it, that they were excited. But everything showed what poorly managed show actually looks like. Messi left. Messi was told that Chief Minister was on her way. Messi was requested to wait inside the club of the stadium for the Chief Minister to come till they cleared the ground so that he can make an appearance once again. But the CRPF people rushed him out because of security concerns. The management was unwilling to stay back. The result? Absolute pandemonium. Bottles were hurled on the ground. Gates were broken. People rushed down to the ground. The public, angered, acted like a mob. This part is hard to say, but necessary. We didn't just get failed, but we also failed our own city. When chairs flew, when pots were stolen, when carpets were stolen, when children were seen smiling as they broke public property, Kolkata wasn't fighting the organizers anymore. Kolkata was vandalizing Kolkata. Messi came on a contract. He was supposed to be there inside the ground for a certain time. He did not, because he did not want to, because he did not like the arrangements. But he has charged a lot of money for this India tour. He was not doing this for free, a charity or a philanthropy service, a generous act. No. In some way, even he violated the contract, but we will not question him because we love him, we worship him. And we see that the fault was in us, agreed. But trust me, the international press would have done some mixed reporting. Some would have still questioned that behavior of Messi. There are many faults with the management or the organizers. There's fault with the minister. There's fault at several other levels. But why did Messi not give another chance to settle things down? He's a sports person. Will he quit a game after an on-field brawl? No, right? Sports persons are expected to have better tolerance and temperament. Sorry. But had he come back after a 15-minute break, after things have been settled down, there wouldn't have been any vandalism. All I'm saying is, he should have come back. Period. The headlines did not say, Messi dazzles fans in Kolkata. They said, fans vandalize stadium, chaotic scenes erupt, Kolkata mismanages, global icons visit. All that was reported in international media. We insulted ourselves and the world simply wrote it down. There's one visual the world did not focus on, but we must. A young boy smiling while breaking a plastic chair in the stadium. A young boy joyous after robbing 2 flower pots as a return gift from an event where they felt they were betrayed. That picture went viral. Now imagine his teacher sees it, his classmates see that, his parents, his tuition sir, everyone. Everyone knows the face, everyone knows the act. This is how public shame works. This is how public embarrassment works. This is how a moment of bravery becomes a lifelong embarrassment. Someone proudly said he is taking a carpet home because he could not see Messi. Now look at this visual. You call them football lovers? They are breaking locks, gate crashing into the stadium. They tore down the goalpost net. They tore down chairs, everything beautiful in the stadium. They set the kiosk ablaze. They forced police to resort to lathi charge. You revere a player, but you burn down your own house for a player who is part of your passion and not the emotion called home. You are burning down your home for a player who did not turn back and come back for you. We fight our parents. Do we burn down our house? No, right? Kolkata did not just break chairs that day. It broke its own reputation. The organizer, Shotadru Dotto, was arrested, and the revelation stunned even seasoned officers. He had no control over security. Bottles, bags, food allowed inside. VIP movement blocked Messi from fans. No coordination with police. No crowd flow system. His arrest was not shocking. It was inevitable. But is his arrest enough? Who allowed water bottles inside? That's a violation on the part of standard operating procedure. Shotadru Dotto has now claimed before police, and if I have to quote my source, that it was not his decision. Rather, decision of Aurup Biswas, the minister, the former sports minister. The bottles were sold for rupees 200 and above, worse than airport tariff. The bottles were not smuggled inside, rather the vendor took them inside because some contract was given to them by someone. Who? And Aurup Biswas has no accountability. Was there any communication to police, either informing that food and water have been arranged inside the stadium, or that they would be bringing food, water on the day of the event? The answer is a big no. Let's be honest. The visuals that came out of Kolkata that afternoon, chairs flying, mob rushing, fences shaking, looked identical to visuals we mock when they come from Bangladesh or Nepal. Except this time, we were the headline, we were the example, we were the meme. The core question thus, how did we let this happen? Is it because we think passion excuses chaos? Is it because VIP entitlement is now our default mode? Is it because every managers are glorified middlemen? Is it because we have a culture that erupts instead of organizes? Is it because we have forgotten that football comes with discipline, not destruction? Kolkata failed that day. Not just one man, not just one organizer, not just one minister, not just one crowd. A system failed. A culture cracked. And then you have political insult. There is a painful irony there. When Bengal shines, many say, oh, that's Bengal, part of India, fantastic. But when Bengal fails, the same people say, shame on Bengal, as if Bengal is not India. As if Kolkata's failure is a foreign embarrassment. But the truth is, the shame is not regional, it is national. Messi did not visit just Kolkata, he visited India. And Kolkata's disaster became India's headline. So yes, hail India, but also fix India. And that includes Bengal. BJP ecosystem never welcomed Messi when he touched down in Kolkata. But after the disaster, they all went berserk. They were the ones who reacted the most. They made the failure the state's responsibility of Mamata Banerjee government. Well, their opposition, they would do so. BJP is effortlessly convenient. Any failure in Bengal, Mamata Banerjee must resign. Pollution in Delhi crossed 1200. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's nature, not BJP's fault. Morbi in Gujarat, that bridge collapsed. Act of God. Hundreds of train accidents, almost regular basis. All acts of aliens. Stampede at Kumbh Mela. Oh, God had called the good souls early home. Rupee has crashed. 90 benchmark has been crossed for the first time. Well, the Indian rupee isn't falling, rather US dollar is growing like a complaint boy. But BJP is never at fault. Funniest is, Hyderabad event was beautiful, but because Rahul Gandhi attended that, BJP discredited the event and said that's a private event. That's right, it is a private event. It was a private event in Kolkata too. In Hyderabad, in Mumbai and Delhi too, the event was a private event facilitated by the government. But the state administration had no responsibilities. Yes, of course, the state administration had responsibilities. So Kolkata event was a government event according to BJP because of the disaster. Hyderabad event was a private event, and so no credit to Reddy government or Rahul Gandhi. But Maharashtra and Delhi events were true display of Bharat, all because of double engine of Vikas. Pahalgam attack, Delhi terror attack, the Home Minister, that is Amit Shah, never resigned. Now BJP is saying they will get Messi to Kolkata after they win Bengal in the next assembly election. You get it? Right? Yes, we get it.
সব জায়গায় চোর নেই, এসব খেলাধুলার মাঠকে অন্য রাজ্যে পবিত্র রাখার জায়গাটা জানে। আর ওখানকার পুলিশ তোলাবাজ নয়, ওখানকার পুলিশকে দিয়ে ভোট লুট করানো হয় না, ওখানকার পুলিশকে দিয়ে বিএনএস অনুযায়ী কাজ করানো হয়। তাই সুন্দর হয়েছে। বিজেপিকে আনুন, আমরা বেশি কেন, বিজেপিকে আনুন, আমরা বেশি কেন।
Let's show this then. While the investigation is still on, no one can refute these visuals as well. People went to the ground in Kolkata with religious flags, the same flags which have been used by a particular group sympathetic towards BJP, patronized by BJP to assert religious dominance. The same flags were taken for a sports event. In fact, the same flag post was used to break chairs, assault police. They became the weapon for vandalism for few. People chanted Jai Shri Ram inside the stadium. They all reflect love for football, or was there any conspiracy? There's a special investigation team now formed by the Bengal government, and hopefully the truth about vandalism would come out. The DGP of West Bengal, Rajiv Kumar, has been show-caused. The Bidhannagar Police Commissioner has been show-caused. One DCP has been suspended and disciplinary action has been initiated against him. The Sports Secretary has been show-caused. There has been public outcry for accountability. All this would happen, but what won't happen is we won't get back December 13. We won't get back that moment. We can't undo what we have done. That's the hard truth. Kolkata is a city of art, culture, intellect, passion. But passion is not an excuse for disorder. Emotion is not an excuse for entitlement. And football, beautiful football, cannot survive in a culture that does not respect its own stadium. Messi came to inspire us, to celebrate with us, to honor our legacy. Instead, we turned his first stop into his biggest warning. But here's the hope. A mirror only hurts until we accept the reflection. After that, it becomes a guide. Maybe this is the day Kolkata needed, not to feel proud, but to feel responsible. Because a city that breeds football must also learn to protect it, protect its stadium, protect its legacy. Thank you. Jai Hind, Satyameva Jayate.